ETV Sports presents Eagan High School Wildcat Hockey. Tonight, the Wildcats take on the Burnsville Blaze.
Between a couple of schools that traditionally don't like each other, traditionally play pretty close hockey games.
Ever since I've watched them play against each other, from Pee-wees to Bantams, it's always been close.
Eagan's moving right to left, of course, wearing the home whites. Send it in deep. That's number 34 for the Eagan Wildcats. That would be Tony Asta, the sophomore forward for the Cats, out to the point for Lutzik, number 26. That would be Jake Lutzik back in the Eagan lineup tonight at the point. And deep, Will Humacher is going to go in deep. He's out there along with number 14 tonight for the Wildcats, Ryan Berg up front. Luke Anderson now back at left point, wears sweater number 6, joined out there by number 4, Aiden Byrne for the Wildcats. Just 2 minutes gone by in this one. We are scoreless. One shot of the game has been taken by the Wildcats. Battle right in front of the Burnsville bench there. And Cats are going to come away with it just briefly, but they're going to be forced to regroup. Burnsville going to make a wholesale change behind the play. And here comes Anderson with wheels, cut to the left. Cross that center ice, just dumps it in. Cats going to make one change behind the play as Humacher heads over to the bench. In deep for the Wildcats, number 38 Alexander's out there with 36 Gugino. As the puck squirts back out into the Wildcat zone, hustling back is Byrne. Big pressure there by the Burnsville player, number 37, Zach Hermstead. Burnsville has really not had much time at all in the Eagan zone thus far.
Good start by the Wildcats.
In deep, it's going to be number 36, Gugino, going in deep for the Wildcats. He loses the puck as Burnsville looks to bring it out on the far side. Puck does come just across. Cronkite couldn't quite handle it. Eagan does tag up. And we play on with 3 minutes gone by in this one. Kept in Cronkite briefly, lost it, back into the zone. Cats do have to tag, however. And Burnsville looks to get something going with Bennett Botts, number 2, from his defensive spot. Grimstead got a big hit at center from Willery. And Cronkite into the corner for the Eagan Wildcats. Comes away with the puck. He's got some speed coming through neutrals. Red sends it blue, far side, Gugino. Gugino just goes all the way into the corner. He's battling in there with Joseph Spruill for Burnsville, number 34. Blaze, can they kick it out? And poked ahead, that time off the stick of Wilson and out into the neutral zone, albeit briefly.
Good forecheck so far by the Wildcats. They're bottling up Burnsville in their own end.
That's one thing about this Eagan team this year. They have some speed. They are fast.
Yeah, good mix of young players who can move the puck.
Yeah, been really good.
Well.
Yeah, been really good with that forecheck. Cats back. It's Pearson. He'll just dump it back in into the corner where number 28 takes it for the Wildcats. That's Parker Swanson. Pearson, and I believe that's 32 White up there up front for the Wildcats at the moment. Jake Rutzik and Luke Anderson back at the points. Back out right in front. There's wide opportunity, and that's stopped there by the Burnsville keeper. Number 30 tonight is Derek Reed, sophomore netminder for the Blaze. Kept in by the Cats. Anderson right in front of the Burnsville bench. Cats are going to get something set up here in the zone. Done a really good job of getting the puck in the Burnsville zone, but haven't been able to really put it in a lot of prime scoring chances. And just dumped back in as the Wildcats going to make looks like a 3-player change behind. Lutzik stays out, as does White. I would imagine White will be heading to the bench, number 32, next opportunity he gets. And a change behind the play as well. There goes Rutzik. Opportunity Cats going to come in. Everybody, they've got their guys. Everybody's inside the blue now. Willery back at the point as Berg battles for the puck down in the corner with Burnsville's Drobnik, number 36. Makes Drobnik sophomore forward. The wind there's no icing because the puck never even came close. Humacher in front. Opportunity for the Cats. Rebound. Wow. And there's our first one of the game. Number 34, Tony Asta.
What a play. You know, I was just counting. I think Burnsville breached our blue line once so far. And it's whether it's a O-zone forecheck, neutral zone forecheck, we're bending on our knees, moving our feet, and bottling them up. It's going to be a tough night for Burnsville.
Absolutely. I was going to say 5:07 time of that one. Didn't mean to catch off there. Sorry about that. You're the expert at all this.
Well, I've been in this rink a couple times before.
We'll get the official word from public address announcer Nick Johnson shortly, but Asta's going to have the goal. We'll see who gets the assist. He said 5:07, Cats up by a 1-0 count early in this one from the Eagan Civic Arena. Nice move by the Wildcats. Number 3, that was Cronkite, tried to get it out. Kept in nicely by Burnsville. That went up and over Pelgrim, who's in between the pipes tonight for the Eagan Wildcats. Jonah Pelgrim, the junior netminder. Still no official shots for Burnsville. 3 for the hometown Wildcats. Face off to the left of Pelgrim, 9:27 to go in the opening period here on ETV, your home for Wildcat Sports.
Good for Jonah to get in the game a little bit. See a puck.
Scoring for the Wildcats. At 5:07 in the first, number 34, Tony Asta. Assisted by number 14, Ryan Berg. Asta from Berg at 5:07.
So there we go, Asta from Berg, the official scoring on that Wildcat goal to put them up 1-0 early in this one.
Oh, once again, simple hockey. Berg put the puck on net with a great forecheck, creates a rebound, creates a scoring chance, and Tony's there to bury it.
And that was one of those goals if Asta missed it, he'd be seeing it in his sleep.
That's right.
Nothing but twine to look at there.
A textbook pass off the pads.
That's Gugino with a big hit behind the play as Burnsville looks to bring it out. They're going to dump it in from center. They're going to change it up, looks like 3 behind the play. And the Cats get it out past Gugino. Puck and the blue line kept in nicely right at the blue line by the Burnsville defender. Long shot off the stick of number 24, I believe, or check that, 34, Sproul. And the Cats try to control. They break out of their own zone, they do. Try to get it ahead to Alexander in the zone. Keeps it in just well enough, and Rutzick's going to punch it all the way in deep as the Cats change up 4 behind the play. Rutzick, the only man that stayed out. Pearson, number 21 for the Cats. Here's Anderson, tried to dump it in, went off the Burnsville player. Turnover in the neutral zone.
On this line, Mike.
All the way in deep once again. Pearson battling in there with Sproul for Burnsville. 8 minutes to go, opening period, 1-0 Wildcats. Burnsville, can they punch this one out of their own zone? They cannot. Anderson, he'll take a shot from way out. Tried to, I think, maybe get the deflection by Alexander on the way in. Didn't happen. We shall play on as that one went wide. Behind the net there for the Wildcats. That should be, I believe that's White in there for the Wildcats. Tim Erlob in there for Burnsville. In front for the Cats. Couldn't quite get the shot all the way through, and that one goes just wide of the netminder. Reed's been they are just missing on Reed tonight so far.
Good effort by Parker Swanson out of the corner, taking the puck to the net.
Anderson for Eagan, Wilson for Burnsville. And it's going to be Eagan actually, well, momentarily came away with it. Now they're back in front of the student section, starting to fill in inside the Civic Arena tonight. Midway through this first opportunity, Cats up 1-0. Can they make it 2? Oh, couldn't quite get the shot off. Reed came out of the net. Might have got a piece of that one coming through.
Oh, Burnsville changed. The guy stayed behind.
Opportunity here. Sanders with a shot, and it's a 1-1 hockey game. Sanders on the breakaway. Pretty good percentage. 1 shot, 1 goal for the Blaze.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty opportunistic. That young man came right off the bench, never went to the defensive zone. He skated straight to the Wildcat and yelled, and they made him pay. Wildcat defenders didn't pick that up.
Eagan had a textbook goal on their end. Burnsville had one right there.
Yep. That was a sneaky little play. He came off the bench, never thought about playing defense.
I'll get the official word here momentarily from Nick Johnson. I believe it's actually Cole Pearson checked out with the goal, not Sanders. 18, not 19, my bad. Yeah, Cole Pearson, the sophomore forward.
Very good block by Berg.
All the way down, there no icing, we shall play on. As Botts tries to regroup for the Blaze. Myers, number 10, or number 38, he's a 10th grader. Try to get something out for Burnsville.
Scoring for Burnsville, 15 in the first, number 18.
Interference call coming up.
Assisted by number 2, Ben Botts. Pearson from Botts at 8:15 in the first.
You got Nolan Cronkite with an interference.
So this will be the first power play of the game. Goes to Burnsville. Time of that one will be 8:45. Comes just 30 seconds after the Blaze tied it. Cats, and now they can just wisely dump it down just like that. Nice little start to the PK, all of 10 seconds gone by in it. Meisinger aggressive on the forecheck for the Wildcats. Anderson out there as well as Gugino and number 20, Ben Willery right now for the Wildcats. It's going to come all the way back. Pellegrim will be forced to cover that one up. Hustling in there for Burnsville is Joe Tucci, number 27, looking for any opportunity.
Good pressure by Tommy Meisinger, creating pressure down there to force an incomplete pass, end up with a face-off.
Face-off to the right of Pellegrim, 1:36 to go in the power play for the Blaze. Send it all the way down, but Gugino's going to hustle in for the Wildcats. He'll battle with Botts for Burnsville. Botts, who got the lone assist on that goal just about a minute ago.
Good read.
Burnsville, they stay on sides. They do. Good job of a couple of players to keep their skate on the blue line. Didn't matter because the puck goes all the way back into their own zone. With 1:09 to go in the man advantage for the Blaze in a 1-1 hockey game here in the first.
Good aggressive PK so far, not giving a chance to set up.
So coming down the right wing, looking to backhand in. Now they're going to turn, they're going to leave it. Defenseman was coming off the bench, couldn't get over there. But Cats are able to clear it away finally.
We kind of have a roll. Sorry, Mike. If the puck's bouncing or their back's turned, we want to go on those and not give them a chance to set up the power play. They're doing a good job of that so far.
Yeah, Hoopmacher in there on the forecheck for the Wildcats. Took a few precious seconds off that Burnsville power play, but here come the Blaze once again in deep. Number 8 is Dylan Reed that time for Burnsville. Still controls the puck. He'll send it back out far side. From the Wildcat bench, they're just going to try maybe send it low. Instead, it's going to be half wall. Will he shoot from there? Pellegrim with the blocker on the save off the shot of Wilson. 12 to go in the power play for the Blaze. Puck does get kept in briefly there by Burnsville, I should say. Adam Haig. And you can hear Reed, the goaltender, whacking his stick as the power play is about to expire. And it is. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey with 4:12 to go in a 1-1 hockey game in the first.
Got a lot of space on this side of the ice. If we went to the weak side there.
Cats couldn't able to get it out that time. They'll get some fresh legs out there. And bring it out up to neutral. It's Pearson right in front of the scorer's table. Near side, Rutzik. Thought about going into the left circle, said he'll just dump it down low. I think he thought Austin was going to be there. He wasn't. But far side is Swanson for it. Opportunity, here come the Blaze. They've got one already on a breakaway, and that's a backhand. Pellegrim gets that one, net is off.
Net's off, ref.
We do play on. Pellegrim looking to get that net back on. That was Jaden Gleason in deep for Burnsville, the opportunity. 3:20 to go, first period, 1-1.
Good pass.
Cats wheeling through center. Cronkite. No, I went high up on Reed, kind of handcuffed him a little bit. Deep into the corner. Here's Pearson circling for the Wildcats, or tries to. A little 2-on-2 scrum action in deep. Puck squirts back out. Anderson, top of the slot, shot. And that hits Reed right in the big B. And we'll have a face-off to his right.
Another good forecheck sequence there. All three guys had Burnsville trapped. They're on the defensive side of the puck. You're in a no-lose situation there. That's how you create offense.
2:58 to go here in the first. Meisinger lost it. Actually, Eagan does get the draw. Meisinger was the centerman on that play. Again, the net. This is, I believe, Alexander down low. Alexander's out there with Gugino as well. Actually, that was Gugino battling for the puck as Alexander went to the front. Couldn't quite connect, however. Nice intercept there, Gugino. Nice play there by Gugino. He just misses. Burnsville trying to get something going. And the Blaze players lost the stick. Does pick it up though, and looks like is Burnsville going to be able to get out of their own zone along the near boards? No, they're going to circle and set things up to bring it out. On the near side, here's Botts, who just dumps it in. Tries to dump it in, I should say. And he's actually going to get the puck after it was off the stick of Hermestad at center. Here's Hermestad again, number 37. Tries to go in, ran into a wall of Anderson.
Good physical play. Everybody's playing the body.
You hear some of the parents looking for a call. Referee not agreeing, however. And Burnsville looking to get something going. Cats make a couple of changes as the puck goes into their zone. Now Burnsville's going to change up. I think they changed up 3 coming in. And the net for the Wildcats. That's Willery. Turns, pivots. The Berg. Can he knock it out? And it's going to be picked up. Here we go. Hoopmacher with an opportunity. Left side, 2-on-1 if they hustle. And he goes right, hits him right in the chest. Easy save there for Reed. Under 90 seconds to go in the first.
The play all started in the back with Willery's poise in the corner.
It did.
Didn't get rattled, broke it out.
All the way up. I would imagine it will be an ice. Official's arm is in the air. And there's our whistle with 1:10 to go in the first. 9-2 shots in favor of the Wildcats right now. Burnsville, just those 2 shots, but the one was a breakaway and the other one was a near break that Pilgrim had to make a nice save on.
Boy, if you watch, we're having a great forecheck. Egan's down low. Sometimes they get all 3 guys, though, below the dots, and that leaves you susceptible to little breakout or breakaway passes like that. So they have to make sure you have one guy high to help against odd man rushes. The forecheck's working great for him.
As Rutzik's pass went off the stick of Swanson, and ultimately Rutzik's going to get it back at the Wildcat logo, and Swanson was offside on the left side. Official was right there, pretty easy call for the man in stripes. 46.6 to go here in the period. Faceoff's actually going to be just in front of the Burnsville Blaze bench. In front of Coach Jake Senta, his dad Frank, assisting on the Burnsville JV squad. There's Frank, a longtime teacher at Rosemont High School. She coached the Irish back in the 80s. Good shot, Reed steers that one aside. We're down to 30 in the period. Back out coming across. Here's Anderson. Stopped shooting through traffic, looking for a break or a bounce or two. Didn't happen. Went to the corner instead. Anderson hits his man hard right in front of the Burnsville section. Castle going to put one on the board before the period expires. Couldn't quite get the tip there. Asta was in front, or White checked that. Pearson will dump it in for the Blaze. And that's just about do it in this period. Byrne will send it around. He just avoids the big hit, I believe, back. And we're going to get a tripping foul at the buzzer.
It was not a well thought out play at the end of a period to make a penalty like that.
Let's see what's going to go on.
Undisciplined, I think 27.
Should be.
Black just tripped
Official
Aiden
word.
Byrne.
Joe Tucci, the man for Burnsville that we believe will be sitting. We're waiting for the official posting on the board. Bottom line is we'll let you know when we come back for second period action. After 1, it's Burnsville 1, Eagan 1. You're watching JV Hockey on ETV. All right, so we got a minor to take advantage of here.
You would think with the fresh ice that it would be advantageous to start the period that way, but it never seems to work that way. I don't think it must be the momentum or, it's interesting. There's probably a study been done on that.
You'd be the guy that would know that.
I should know that, but I don't.
You're like USA hockey guy.
Yeah. That you put me on the spot there, Mike.
Try not to do that again.
That's all right. No, that's okay.
No, I won't do that.
There's a lot of things I probably could pontificate about, but sometimes it's the details, things like that. I'm more of a big picture guy.
Hey, do what you got to do.
Big picture, but then small details when it comes to the play. Like if you asked me the optimal time to pull the goalie, a minute and 43.
Why 1:43?
I don't know. I think Patrick Waugh said that.
Well, I think he said 3:43.
Oh, yeah. He kept moving it up.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, we're down by 1 to start the third. Yeah, we can pull him.
Yeah.
All right, we welcome you back inside the Eagan Civic Arena. We get set for second period action here. Boys JV Hockey. It's the Burnsville Blaze 1, the Eagan Wildcats 1. His name's Eric Anderson. My name is Mike Cook. And Eric, we've got the Wildcats on a power play here to start the second period.
Well, a good chance to get out on top here in the second.
Yeah, sitting for Burnsville was number 27 on a tripping call is Joe Tucci, the sophomore forward. Ticked on, I believe it was Byrne right at the buzzer. Official was right there. Here's Anderson for the Wildcats. Tried to get in front to Byrne, speaking of. And let's see if the Cats can get one here early. 15-minute periods in JV hockey. Here's a quick shot, Anderson. That was almost deflected rebound and a goal. There it is. Number 32 for your Eagan Wildcats is Aiden White on the rebound.
Parked in the right place, right time. A good zone entry by the Cats. They won the face-off. They got it deep, set it up. After that, it wasn't fancy. Get pucks to the net, get the rebound, and it's a recipe for most power plays right there.
21 seconds of period number 2 will be the time on that one. We'll get the official word here momentarily who got the assist on that one. Bottom line is now Eagan 2, Burnsville 1. Early stages, period number 2. And the Cats will dump it deep into the Burnsville zone. Pearson on the forecheck for the Wildcats. Back up Burn, keeps it in.
Aiden White, assisted by number 4, Aiden Byrne, and number 6, Luke Anderson.
So there we go. Aiden White with the goal. Aiden Byrne. Luke Anderson the assist. It's like a AAA scoring line, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. They got the back end involved, and
we call Luke and Aiden just for that, just for that one spot.
the double A. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, here comes Burnsville with numbers. 4-on-2 for the Blazers. The Cats win deep. They're just going to shoot it wide. A Pellegrin between the pipes for the Wildcats. Cronkite hustling back for Eagan, who kind of got caught in a line change there as well. Burnsville changed them up a little bit too coming into the zone.
Eagan was fortunate that Burnsville didn't recognize they had a 4-on-2 there, and they had lots of time.
That went off Reed. It might have hit a little metal on the way out as well. Cats good pressure. That goes off of it. Not sure that ever got through to Reed. Here's back out. Cronkite shot looking to get the deflection in front by Asta. Didn't happen. Trying to get in front of Berg. He was tied up nicely by one of the Burnsville players. That was 13 for the Blaze. Sam Keefe doing the tying up. All the way back should be an ice. There's our whistle.
Well, a great start for the Wildcats. If they can keep this pace up and if they can be disciplined, they're all over Burnsville. And you got to realize you're not going to win the game in the first 5 minutes. So just be poised. Work hard. They're doing great things to create things, or to create opportunities. But don't get lost. Don't get everybody deep below the goal line and give up cheap stuff.
Give up a 4-on-2.
Right.
Yeah. Hoopmacher for the Wildcats will just dump it back in. Hustling in is Berg for the Wildcats. 34 out there as well for Eagan is Tony Ashley, another sophomore forward. A lot of sophomores on this JV squad for the Wildcats, and quite a few juniors sprinkled in there as well.
Between the two classes, they're very deep.
Hermstead, I should say, in deep for Burnsville. An opportunity in front. Pelgrim, he shuts the door quickly on the Zach Baker opportunity for the Blaze.
Eagan defense got caught puck watching a little bit there. Too many eyes on the corner and forgot the big guy in front of the net. Good save by Jonah Pellegrin.
And he is a big guy looking at him out there on the ice, 26 in black.
Yeah, hard to miss,
yes,
but they missed him.
He's on the left wing right now. And the puck's going to go out past him along the boards all the way down. He tries to get a breakout. They do. A good Gino opportunity. And he shot right into the goaltender, Reed. I think he was looking far side.
Yeah.
Did have some net on that side, but just didn't get a good shot off. Burnsville looking to bring it out as Willard started to back check for the Wildcats. Here comes Meisinger in deep for the home team. Another one of these sophomore forwards. He gets to meet some glass for that effort. So it's over 3 minutes gone by here in this period. Egan's got one this period, 2-1 lead. Deep is Alexander for the Wildcats. Josh Alexander out to Ethan Gugino. Gugino, nice pass there, backhand across, quick shot, and that went off the stick of Reed and up into the netting, and we'll have a face-off in the Burnsville zone.
Good poise and patience by Ethan Gugino there to walk out with the puck. Anderson to recognize that little high cycle play, and good scoring opportunity.
We have White on the draw for the Wildcats, 32 long shot. And that one goes in from way out. 3-1 Eagan, 3:25 into the second.
Well, a good face-off win, and Nolan Cronkite's got one of the hardest shots on the team. Just a quick release, 6 inches off the ice, just like you're taught as a defenseman, and it ends up in the back of the net.
Yeah, well, indeed, see if Cronkite got it. It looked like he did from way back.
I think he did. I just think the goalie was screened on it. Good, quick bang-bang play.
Nice start, though, in this period for the Wildcats. 2 quick goals. They now have a 3-1 lead. As Burnsville goes into the Wildcat zone, Cronkite, who we think got the goal, back on D right now for the Wildcats. We'll get the official word momentarily from public address announcer Nick Johnson. Pearson, nice job of staying on sides. Reed got the right pad down and stopped that one. Rebound is there. That goes high off the glass, though. Again, good pressure by the Eagan Wildcats.
Assisted by number 32, Eagan White, and number 28, Parker Swanson. Crop kick from White at Swanson after 3:25 mark.
Here are the details. Boy, Eagan's got 3 goals, and unofficially we have 7 guys with points tonight.
Well, they're spreading it around. Line after line seems to be pretty dominant this evening. Do you know the score of the first game this year when they played? I know it was the first snowstorm of the year at Burnsville, and I swear it was a tighter game than what this was. So,
without looking, I want to say the varsity got shut out over in Burnsville, but that was back, shortly after Thanksgiving, I believe.
Yep.
Very early in the season. Of course, now we're getting closer to the end of the season. 2 more home games for the Wildcats. Rosemount here on Saturday the 10th, 1 o'clock for the JVers. Shakopee here on Tuesday the 13th.
well, right now Eagan's clicking on all cylinders. They're out. They're winning races. They're playing well positionally, and I don't know if Burnsville just has the road legs on the long trip over from Burnsville.
All of 6 or 7 stoplights? Yeah, right now Eagan has 3 goals. Burnsville has 3 shots. Nice job of knocking that one off the stick. A Hoopmacher was Burnsville's number 13, Sam Keefe, sophomore forward. Eagan just dominant. And to look back, Pelgrim is still standing in the Eagan net. He's got to be kind of bored back there almost.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he likes watching his offense operate.
Well, it's the challenge in every game, though. Can you put it together shift after shift the entire game?
Yep. Big hit there by Willard, but Burnsville does come away with it. There's Pelgrim, and he makes the big save there off the shot of Tucci.
That's an important save. Again, games like this, when you're sitting by yourself, if he mishandles that rebound, the big guy driving down the net, that's a tap in for him. So you got to be on your toes as a goalie in games like this. It's not easy. Sometimes it's easier to see more shots than fewer. As silly as that sounds.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
And here come the Wildcats. Gugino going to lead the rush. 3-on-2 for the Wildcats. Staying on sides was Alexander. That was a shot. Reed kind of steered that one aside. Burn in from his point. And up. And we've got a souvenir right at the blue line. There we go. One of the dads moving down to get the puck.
Young man from Kalamazoo picked up that souvenir, I think.
Big K-Wing fan?
K-Wings fan. Yep. Grew up a Kalamazoo junior wing back in the day. Listen to Ernie Harwell, baseball, as a kid, right? Growing up in Michigan. And he always seemed to know which fan and where they were from when there was a foul ball.
Oh, absolutely.
I always thought that was miraculous.
Oh, yeah. He's one of those guys you could, kind of like Doc Emmerich nowadays, you could listen to him read the phone book.
Yep.
Just had that perfect voice for hockey.
Yep.
Then again, that's why he was paid handsomely, and that's why you and I are here volunteering.
Yeah.
8:45 to go here, 3-1, Wildcats. As we have a face-off coming outside the Eagan blue line. Again, Wildcats, 1 o'clock on Saturday, home against Rosemount. Game will probably be played before this game airs on ETV.
That's senior night, right? Saturday?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
Senior afternoon, I guess, really.
Senior afternoon.
And then they're at Shakopee on Tuesday and at Apple Valley on the 17th, which I believe is a noon start for the JV.
Whitey.
And then they're done. Varsity playoffs will start, I believe, the 22nd. Hard to believe that's here already.
It's right around the corner. This is the time you want to start peaking, start and get things together.
Yeah, we should say congrats to the Eagan girls varsity. They won their first playoff game last night in this building.
The Cats are on a roll.
Beat Rosemount 5-0. Top seed in that section. Saw Burnsville's girls got beat by Eastridge. Upset, I believe that was a 6-3 matchup. So Eastridge will play the Wildcats in the second round.
That's right. That sets up that game.
Winner of that game gets Apple Valley and a goal. Winner of that game gets Apple Valley Eastview Valentine's night over at Inver Grove. Just to finish the thought.
No, that's good.
So it's 4-1 Wildcats now. The time of this one will be 7-12.
Well, Parker Swanson right there shows he's always been a goal scorer. He just rolls off the wall, head up, great stick handling, and buries it. Just a great little play.
This period has been all Cats thus far. Shots are 8-3. We're not even halfway. We're almost halfway through this period. Dominant performance right now by the Wildcats. And the puck is not scored out, kept in by the Blaze.
At the 7-12 mark, number 28, Parker Swanson with the unassisted goal. Swanson at the 7-12 mark is second.
Swanson now has a goal and an assist tonight. White has a goal and an assist. And we've got 6 other guys with points, or 5 other guys with points as well tonight. Again, balanced scoring for this JV squad. And Pellegrim's made some good saves.
He's still staying involved. He's mentally ready, looking sharp. Not sure, that must have been a high stick. That was Burnsville's first best in-zone shift, and it ended up with a face-off in their own zone.
Yeah. Cats trying to cut inside Hoopmacher. Quick shot. Reed was there for the save. Berg looking for a rebound. Got a little stick afterwards from Sproul just to make sure he's aware the defender was there.
Good play by Hoopmaker, recognizing that open seam and cutting to the net. Never a bad play to put pucks on net there.
Actually, we're going to have a penalty on Berg for the Wildcats. I didn't see what that one was about.
Seemed to me he was the guy who got slashed.
Yeah, unless they're saying it was for the goal when the goalie had it, taking a whack at him. I don't know.
Maybe. Could have been.
7:54 time of the goal, or the penalty to put Burnsville on the power play.
Big opportunity here for Burnsville.
Yeah, this will be their second opportunity of the game. Cats are 1 for 1 on the power play. There's Burnsville from the left circle. Shot.
Penalty assessed against Eagan, number 14, Ryan Bird for slashing. 2 minutes for slashing. 7:54.
Well, there you go. Got a slash on him. Referee's calling this one a little tight. I didn't think there was too much wrong there. But then again, you got a 4-1 game. You don't want to let it get out of hand either. Hustling in for the Wildcats opportunity. And Reed stops the shorthanded attempt out there by Tony Asta.
Well, the Cats are playing hard in their neutral zone, even shorthanded. Right there, they're not giving up the red line. They're not giving up the blue line. They're standing up everywhere and creating turnovers.
Face-off will be in the Burnsville zone to the right of their netminder, Derek Reed. Number 8 is Dylan Reed. I'm going to guess they might be twins. And here comes Botts for Burnsville. He's got an assist on their lone goal. He loses the puck to Pearson. Actually, he's going to regroup it for the Burnsville Blaze. Pearson got that goal for Burnsville back in the first period on that breakaway. Botts down low or at the half wall. They're going to send it back up top. Myers up top. He sends it back to the half wall, but now Myers is going to get it back with 58 to go on the power play, and the Cats cleared all the way down.
Good discipline, defensive structure there by the Wildcats. Didn't give up a good shooting lane.
Aggressive on the forecheck are the Wildcats as well, going in about 1 and 3 on that one. Here comes Botts for Burnsville. And Pellegrim, he'll wisely hang on to that one. As we're down to 5:40 to go in the period, 35 in the Burnsville power play. It's like the Blaze are going to change up, looks like all 5. Cats are going to change up, looks like just 1. Bootmaker comes back out for the Wildcats. He'll take the draw against Carter Sieben, number 24. Not nearly enough to get that one out. Stopped at the half wall. Long shot through traffic, looking for the tip. I think Pellegrim able to get the blocker over on that one off the shot from number 25, Haig.
That was a good play by Haig. Good poise. He waited to Hoopmaker, slid past him, then to get the shot through.
They're trying to get something low, starting in front. Nobody home wearing black, and the Cats will send it all the way down. And that should kill this power play that has all of 5 seconds left on it.
They got to hurry to get over here. Oh.
There you go, full strength. Bergen went right over to the Wildcat bench. And we do play 5 aside. I think it's Willery came on that time for Eagan.
Got the top line back out there for the Wildcats. Swanson, White, and Pearson.
Trying to get it across. Didn't get enough on that one. Kept in, however, right at the blue line. Good job there by Willery. So we're down to 4:40 in the period. All Eagan this period, they've got all 3 goals. They're up 4-1. Nearly made it 5 when there's Reed kind of ducked, but still got the blocker on it.
Good shot by Jake Rutzik there. This line is doing a good job, Mike, of working the puck low and back to high and involving their points and spreading out and creating more offense that way.
Tying him up on the far side. I believe that was a Rutzik for the Wildcats. And Eagan looking to bring it out as Burnsville again spends very little time in the Wildcat zone.
Oh.
And Eagan is going to tag him up. So used to the little kids where you cross the blue line, it's automatic whistle.
Yeah. Kind of nice to have the delay.
Burnsville looks to dump it in, hustling in for the Blaze is Dylan Reed. He can't get there. Instead, the Wildcats are going to come away with the puck. Little hit, still come plowing his way through for the Wildcats is Willery. Just a hair off sides. Good call by the official.
Yeah, we didn't pick that puck clean. If he hit it clean, they were in. Good effort.
I liked what I saw to Willery, though, coming out of his own zone. Could have easily just dumped that puck to the middle, kept it along the boards, and just motored his way through.
Very smart, intelligent player, Ben Willery.
Hoopmacher loses the puck. Burnsville is going to just dump it in. Pilgrim will stop it right there, but in front of the Savoy's Pizza sign. The Cats looking to dump it out. They do. It should be an ice, I believe, on the Cats.
Uh-huh.
And indeed it is. So we're down to 3:25 to go. Well, you mentioned Ben Willery, kind of a smart player. Let's meet Mr. Willery as we look at the Eagan program. He went to Pinewood. Favorite movie is Miracle. Lacrosse, his favorite sport other than hockey. Steven Stamkos, his favorite hockey player.
Ben is a fearless lacrosse player. He's an attack. There's not too many kids that can carry the ball to the hole like Ben Willery can. So it's kind of interesting to see him do that offensively in lacrosse and then play on the back end here. But it also shows that he's not afraid to carry the puck.
Kind of like a coach's dream almost.
Yeah. He's responsible, smart, tough.
Burnsville trying to get a little bit of pressure here as we're inside 3 to go in this period. Short-lived, because here come the Wildcats. Aston at 34 coming on through. He lost a blade at center as he tried to curl back. And it gives Burnsville an opportunity to get the puck in their own zone. Long outlet pass, they got a man near side. And not able to get there. That was Dylan Reed. He got there, just couldn't get a shot off. And we've got a whistle, and we've got a... Not sure if the net is off.
Good recovery by Nolan Cronkite. He has quick feet, a long stick, and he shut down that play real quick, or it looked like they had an offensive opportunity.
Face-off will be to the right of Pellegrim. Shots right now 21-8 in favor of the Wildcats. That one's going to go, would have been just wide, I believe. We'll see if they get the shot anyway. Yep. And Burnsville kept that one, and albeit by Glasson. Not going to last in there very long, however, because the Cats are going to bring it out. Here's Gugino near side. It's around his man as Meisinger gives chase. 27 Meisinger. Tommy Meisinger, a sophomore forward for these Wildcats. Here's Gugino in the corner. His man loses the blade. Gugino has the puck. Alexander there as well. Gugino down to Alexander, who couldn't quite control it, but he'll regroup down below the goal line. Stops, thought about trying to get it back to Gugino, but couldn't get in the way as Burnsville's defender got there. All the way back out. Oh, nice move at the top. Long shot. I'm sure Reed ever saw that coming through.
He did
the outside of the cage. Down to 100 seconds to go in this period. Good pressure by the Cats. Looking to make this a 5-1 game before intermission. That shot went into the corner off a stick of Rutzik. Hit traffic on the way through. Meisinger, and there's Alexander. Gugino hustles in and gets around him. Should be an ice on Burnsville. And the arm is in the air, and there is our whistle.
Once again, just a great effort by the Wildcats, winning races, first touch on the puck, hockey is just a bunch of little races, Mike. If you can get there first, now you have puck possession, and you're seeing that most of the time tonight from the white team.
Absolutely. Here's Pearson. We haven't called him much this period. Ethan Pearson's up. He's kind of been one of those kids up and down this year. Played some varsity, played some JV.
Yep.
Like you mentioned earlier, a lot of these kids are really interchangeable right now.
There's just a lot of depth in the whole organization right now, and Ethan's one of those kids that he's battled a couple injuries, a couple illnesses. He's fast, he's strong, he's brave. He's a heck of a hockey player. And that's what's given us the whole JV and varsity so much depth.
He's the one, I think it was the Eastview game. I thought he might have broken his wrist or something. He took a slap shot right at the blue line, skated off. It's kind of bent over at the bench.
Yeah.
But he's back out there. He's a hockey player.
Yeah.
Cats just continuing. Speaking up, Pearson, but he loses the puck this time as Burnsville looks to get something going, anything going this period.
Well, and again, another dominant shift, and all 5 kids involved there. Again, that same line, working the puck down low, kicking it back up to the point, creating opportunities from everywhere.
Yeah, turnover by Burnsville. White looking to get another one here before the period expires. Long shot from Anderson. Reed kicks that one aside. Rebound was there. Net is off. But the horn will sound.
That was a good save by Reed.
So we got 2 periods in the books. It's the Eagan Wildcats 4, the Burnsville Blaze 1. We're going to take ourselves a very quick break here on ATV, and we'll be back with the 3rd period shortly. Welcome back inside the Civic Arena. 3rd period just underway. Wildcats with a 4-1 lead over the Burnsville Blaze. And Eric, boy, that was a period it was all Eagan that 2nd period.
Well, they put it all together. No question about that, Mike. Coach Carlson's got to be pleased with that effort, and I'm sure he's hoping they now finish out the last 15 the same way.
Absolutely. And we'll see if some of the Wildcat players, if we don't see them back here in this 3rd period, we got the varsity game coming up after this. We'll see if some of them don't play the JV 3rd, so they can play a little varsity action tonight, or at least be available.
It looks like Jake Rutzik has moved up from D to play forward in the 3rd period here. We are now running 4 defensemen as opposed to 5. Looks like Parker Swanson's taking a rest this period, so he must be dressing for the varsity game.
So we mentioned back in the 2nd period, a lot of these guys, it's been interchangeable this year.
Yep.
And you know what, it's great to get that experience. And like we were saying, it just makes them want to work that much harder to stay up there with Coach Taylor. And for a varsity squad that only has 3 seniors, there may not be a lot of slots next year either.
No, that's the luxury Coach Taylor has, is there is this depth and competitiveness, and that every day you have to prove yourself.
Anderson for the Wildcats looking to get something going here. Feeds it to Cronkite. Cronkite going to lead the rush right through the middle. Cronkite, good shot, forces the save by Reed. And Reed makes a 2nd one there as well. Burnsville netminder been a very busy guy back there, the sophomore Derek Reed. Anderson back for the Wildcats. Knocks that one out of harm's way as Mitch Drobnik in there for the Blaze. In front of the Wildcat batch, dump back in. Anderson and Drobnik once again exchanging hellos. And here comes Rutzik on the near side. Austin center was number 34, Asta. Tried to get it back. It's a face full of glass for his efforts there from Drobnik right below the center. Back into the zone. Burnsville's going to change. Well, we are going to have an ice, however. So they'll have plenty of time to change as the puck goes back.
That's good. Everybody needed a change.
Absolutely.
Both sides.
Hey, mentioned Todd Carlson, the Eagan JV coach this year. Got a couple of assistants there, Taylor Gear and Derek Grogan.
Both former players of Todd's in the Eagan Wildcat program. Bring great experience, having worn the uniform before, played in Coach Taylor's system.
The Cats keeping in the pressure in the Burnsville zone. Just again, the forecheck is so aggressive right now for the home team. Hoopmaker in deep for the Wildcats. Is it Hoopmaker, Hoopmacher?
Maker.
I always want to say Mocker, and I'm not sure why.
Very German.
Yeah. Oh, that one goes just wide. So we were going to do some of this. You said you were going to do some French this game, right?
Un petit peu. Just a little bit.
There you go. There's our foreign language lesson tonight.
For you tuning in from overseas.
That's right. Oh, that was nearly a goal in any language by Berg. Just went high over the cage of Reed. Burning deep for the Wildcats, coming up from his defensive spot. Cats, nice job of their forwards coming back, though, to keep that one in. That was Berg once again. And Eagan's going to put a fresh 3 out as Berg and his line mates head off. Alexander's going to go in and try to help out for the Wildcats in front. Tried to get it to Anderson, couldn't connect. And will it be enough for an ice? It will be, as the official's arm is in the air.
Great play by Ethan Gugino. Puck control down there, puck possession. While the Wildcats were changing, they maintained possession with just 2 white jerseys against the 5 darks. Good poise there.
Gugino's not exactly a small kid either. We were talking about Baker for Burnsville earlier.
Yep.
Number 36 for the Wildcats. Sounds like he could be playing some varsity football in the fall of 2018 as well.
Yeah, another good athlete. I watched him play youth football, and he's a kid who is just relentless, does not want to go down. We've always wanted to see that same effort level on the ice as on the football field, and he's taken big steps here. Had a good campaign as a JV hockey player this year, and is starting to put that effort forth.
Good shot by Anderson through traffic. Gugino, he went to Woodland Elementary. Miracle is his favorite movie. Sidney Crosby, his favorite hockey player.
There's a guy who works pretty hard.
And surprisingly enough, football is his favorite sport other than hockey.
Well, it just shows we want all our kids to be multi-sport athletes, because in the end, they will be better football players for playing hockey. They'll be better hockey players for playing football or lacrosse or baseball, whatever. But
absolutely.
You need a break away from the rink, and the hand-eye coordination, the toughness, the vision, they all help each other.
Well, and it's tough because hockey's really become one of those sports. You almost got to train 9 months of the year. And unfortunately, a lot of other sports have become that way as well.
Yep.
And it almost forces some kids to specialize.
Well, and parents and kids have to realize, though, by playing football, you are training for hockey.
Absolutely.
By playing hockey, you are training for football. They all work together, and you got to have a long-term view. It's not as important what team you make as a squirt.
Right.
It's more important making one of these teams.
Yeah, I think it was last year, the Wildcat, Luke Shamel, the captain, said one of his greatest memories was winning a squirt seat tournament in Cottage Grove.
Right.
And there's a kid that had some pretty high accolades by the end of the year, all conference.
For
Was
sure.
a captain. I'm sure he's successful whatever college he's at right now.
Yeah. The University of Wisconsin, I believe, and was a great captain. And one of it was he had such a growth mindset. He wanted to get better every day. And even as a senior, when we would have skill practices in the summer, he would take me aside and ask me, Coach, how do I do this better? How do I do that better? That's what you want out of a kid as a coach, right?
Absolutely, that's a great example. Hoopmaker, we said, right?
Yep.
Hoopmaker in deep for the Wildcats. And all the way down, will it be an ice? It will be. It's only taken me all year to get that name right.
Yep.
I know his sister's a pretty good player too, younger sister.
Yeah, he's got a couple. He's got one on in the high school program, and then a little, I think she's a U10 or U12.
Hoopmaker, he went to Pinewood. Favorite movie is Ted. Don't know what that is. We're inside 10 minutes to go, and this one is 4-1 Eagan. Cats have pretty much, from the outset, really kind of been in charge of this one. Shots are 27-8 in favor of the home team. As Rutzer takes his man up down low. See if Burnsville can get anything coming out of their own zone this time. They tried to get it off the wall, but coming over was Hoopmaker for the Wildcats. A nice play by the Wildcats center. And finally, Burnsville's going to poke it ahead. Comes number 12 for the Burnsville Blaze. He loses it on the way through. That was Glasson, Jaden Glasson. All the way on. Rutzik with an opportunity, looking for some help. Speaking of glass, he takes him out right there on the back check for Burnsville. 9 to go in this one. 4-1 Cats. That's one of the few Wildcats that doesn't have a point tonight. He said 8 guys are on the score sheet tonight.
Well, Mike, you hit it on the head. From the drop of the puck tonight, it's been all Eagan. Other than the one hiccup on the line change, it's been a great sustained effort for the white team and a tough one tonight for the road team.
Yeah, I think Burnsville, we're maybe seeing not quite as deep as the Wildcats right now at this level. Cats really been able to roll 3 lines all night with success.
Yep.
Burnsville, it's like we've seen a lot of these top 2 lines. Here comes Baker, left side, and Pellegrim kicks that one aside. First save of the period for Pellegrim. Long shot, and that one never got through. And here comes White. He's got a goal and an assist tonight. Up to Berg. Berg left side. Can he go deep? He's watched by Myers. He does go deep. Lost the puck down in the corner. And it looks like Burnsville's going to come away with that one. They try to go far side over there. Does squirt free back to center. Here comes Zach Hermstead. They go on the left side. Watched by Cronkite on Pellegrim. Holds on. Stucci was coming down for Burnsville.
Well, it's been a balanced, relentless effort over and over. Each line just disciplined, getting after them, trying to get first touches on the puck, finishing their checks, playing well positionally, and
it's one of the few face-offs in the Wildcat zone tonight. Anderson is going to leave it for Cronkite. Cronkite circle there, lost the puck. He'll get it back briefly ahead to Alexander. And here comes Gugino, left circle. Looked to try to get it across, lost it as he kind of lost a blade a little bit.
But again, a great hustle by Ethan Gugino, getting first touch on that puck to create an offensive play. Wildcats are taking a penalty.
Sides. Going to give you a high stick, will be the infraction. 7:48 will be the time of the no-no.
I think he got Joshua Alexander for a high stick.
Alexander, he's got an assist back in that second period for the Wildcats.
Well, a good chance for the Wildcats to work on the PK.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Well, not much of an opportunity because that took all of 8 seconds.
They only got 8 seconds of work. That was a great shot by Myers from the point. I don't think Pellegrim ever saw that puck.
Nope.
He was down in the butterfly, and he only flinched when he heard the bar behind him. It's a good, quick shot by the defenseman from the Burnsville.
So that gets the Blaze within 2 with 7:03 to go. Tightening things up a little bit here inside the Civic Arena. See if the Cats can create a little more breathing room for themselves, or does Burnsville tighten things up a little more if they get the next one?
Absolutely. It makes a hockey game with 7 to play.
Just say 2-goal lead, worst lead in hockey.
Yep.
High off the glass, Burnsville, they able to poke it out. No, kept in. Aston turns right at the blue line, dumps it in. Around the other way, Burnsville controls the puck with 6.5 to go.
Ouch. That looked like knee on knee.
That's what I was just thinking too. And the Cats do get out of the zone in time.
Looks like White's no worse for the wear, maybe a little sore, but
yeah, I'd say it looks like maybe, yeah. I have a feeling he might be heading off here out and he's going to take a penalty. He's going to have time to sit now. Burnsville opportunity, goalie's coming off as the delayed penalty. Burnsville's got a 6th skater on the ice. So Pearson with a goal and an assist tonight for the Blaze.
it looks like you got Aiden White
That's
for
what
a
I thought.
hook.
I thought it was White.
Must have been behind the play. I didn't see it. Well, as dominant as they've been, they now have a real test here with 6 to play.
White is going for the infraction. I didn't hear what they called him on, but bottom line is it's 2 minutes. Shoemaker with an opportunity trying to wheel through. Schumacher backhand just over the top of the cage. That would have been huge. Backhand in front. I think they said it was a hook on White. 5.5 to go. It's 4-2 Eagan. I can't imagine Burnsville will think of pulling a goalie here to try and get within one.
Well, we talked about Patrick Waugh earlier in the broadcast. Patrick might be thinking that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Coach Senta and Senta are going to want to do it, but we'll find out. You said Jake Senta leading the JVers for Burnsville. Frank Senta, his dad, helping out.
Again, a good. Well, all 4 Wildcats right now are defensemen by nature on this PK.
That's a
interesting look.
Man. Well, that's going to hurt somebody on the way through as Cronkite clears it out with 49 to go in the Burnsville power play. 4:48 to go. Dare we say regulation? Number 2 wheeling through for Burnsville. That's Bennett Botts. He had an assist earlier in this one. Anderson takes that one away. Sends it.
Sails that off the netting, I think.
Yeah. Face-off will come back in the Wildcat zone with 34 to go in the PK for the Wildcats.
Well, a much better PK this time. Basically, they're not allowing Burnsville to establish anything. Again, continuing an aggressive forecheck all over the ice.
And the Blazers are going to take their time out. Probably not a bad idea. Shots on goal this period. Eagan has just 4. Burnsville has 3. One of those did light the lamp.
Well, and Burnsville's last goal was a power play goal right off the face-off. So I think Burnsville's trying to replicate that, and I think the Wildcats are going to figure out how do we win this puck and get it out.
Just a reminder, once again, Wildcats 2 more home games this year for the JVers. 1 o'clock Saturday the 10th, 5 or 5:15 on Tuesday the 13th, where they wrap up their season at noon on Saturday the 17th, I believe it is, down at Apple Valley. Noon and 2 o'clock, the game's down at the Apple Valley Sports Arena in that one.
Big face-off here, Mike.
Absolutely. We'll see if Eagan keeps those 4D out.
If Eagan can win the draw and get it out, it normally takes about 17 to 20 seconds to reestablish, regroup if you're the offensive team, and get it back down successfully.
By the way, no Patrick Waz. Reed is still in goal for Burnsville.
Yep.
34 to go on the Burnsville power play.
I think that's a smart move. You have a man advantage anyway. Why roll the dice now?
Pearson
Keep
on
it a 2-goal game.
Pearson on the draw for Burnsville. Meisinger of Eagan, and there goes all the way down.
There you go.
Boy, you called it.
Great job by Tommy Meisinger. And let's see, that was with 34 to go. We'll see if they can establish any ozone presence again. Great job by Gugino.
Just going to say 1 on 3, taking precious time off that clock. Burnsville, long outlet pass, that's intercepted and dumped in Willery with a great play there for the Wildcats.
Great job started off by Tommy Meisinger. That draw killed it off.
And
3, 2. There you go.
There we go. 4 minutes to go. We play 5 on 5. Wildcats up 4-2 in this one.
That should be an ice.
Should be an ice. Yep. There it is. Yeah, you said it. I started on the draw and then just dump it all the way down. Just basic hockey 101 right there.
Now, if you're Burnsville, you're asking yourself, I took my time out for that? You never know as a coach, though. You draw it up on the dry erase board, you lose the draw, it doesn't matter.
You don't get to take them home with you, as they say.
That's right.
Yep. And really, I mean, that is the right time to do it.
Yep.
You kept your top guys out there.
Yep, that's right.
But yeah, just credit to Eagan on that when they made the play.
Yep.
Although Burnsville is only 2 goals down as we approach 3.5 to go.
Nothing's over yet. And Burnsville, one of the things on the power play is sometimes you can just establish momentum. You might not get a goal, but you get some offensive zone mojo going. And look at this, Burnsville is bringing it a little more to the Wildcats than they were the whole rest of the game.
Burnsville trying to get something going with Tucci in that time. 27 for Burnsville on the forecheck. In there as well with number 8, Dylan Reed. And here come the Wildcats. Cut through center. Nice move there was Willery. Or check that. That's 28 for the Wildcats, Parker Swanson. So we're down to 3 to go. Again, dare we say in regulation. Burnsville tries to loft that one out into center. And couldn't quite get the old whack at that was Willery. And Byrne will try to knock it behind the net. Now Willery's going to get it. Willery below the goal line. He'll bring it out on the far side. Out past the Wildcat bench, but out to neutral for the Blaze. Knocked out just quickly by the Wildcats. Very content, I think, just to knock it out of the zone. And they're not worried about getting an offensive rush right now.
They are playing smart. They're staying in the middle, taking away the good ice, and content to just keep pushing pucks up, play field position.
Yeah, just like that. Now here's an opportunity, maybe. Nice move, illusion there. Illusion? Elusiveness.
Bang. Oh.
He comes back. Still hustles back into that play. Next, going down for Burnsville was Drobnik. Here come the Wildcats left side. White's going to go in deep. We're down to 2 minutes to go. Burnsville looking for an opportunity. Eagan's D-men get back pretty quick, but Burnsville is coming through with a head of steam. Deep into the corner, and the net is off as the Burnsville player, and I believe it was Rutzik, or Willery kind of got tied up. 27 for Burnsville. Tucci lost a blade into the post.
Well, it's good play by Willery. That's your job, is not let that guy crash the net. Knocked him off a little bit. We kept him to the outside, and no harm done. Once again, though, a D-zone face-off for the Wildcats.
Burnsville net is empty, by the way. 1:49 to go. 27-11 shots in favor of the Wildcats. Here's Myers for Burnsville. He got that last goal. Down low Pearson. Actually, Pearson will get it back at the half wall. He's going to send it back to Myers. Long shot. They were looking for a redirect there as that one went wide of the Cats' cage. That's kept in by Burnsville at the blue line, but here comes Eagan with an opportunity. Cronkite from center. That went off the stick of the Burnsville defender up into the air. Nearly hit the roof in the Civic Arena, but we play on. Down to 1:21 to go. Burnsville's really going to have to hustle here if they think they're going to get a couple, but the Cats.
Right here, look out.
Whoa. High off the glass. That was yours.
Almost got a souvenir.
That was yours if you caught it, right?
Look out, Mike.
Yeah. Again, aggressive forecheck there by the Wildcats. Cronkite in deep. 4 Eagans. We're down to him just over a minute to go. Bootmaker tried to get the shot off. Here comes Burnsville. An opportunity. Bott's far side. Watched by Berg. Went off the Burnsville player. Loses it right in front of his bench. Back into the zone. Cronkite gets eluded. Burnsville, the net is empty. They just backhanded in off the stick of glass. Back out half wall right by the Eagan bench. That's where the varsity will be coming out of here in a little bit for the Wildcats.
Heads up.
In deep, Burnsville. Can they get a shot off? And that's going to be poked ahead. That was Cronkite. Boy, he's really played well this shift, hasn't he?
He's been all over the ice.
Bots
good
for
hard
Burnsville.
work.
Yep. And yep, just dump it down. It was tipped on the way through. Nope, should not be an ice, and it is not. Gugino hard all the way to the final horn.
All night long. Great effort by Gugino tonight. Great effort up and down.
And there's the final. Here comes the horn. There it is. So Burnsville gets 1 in the third. Not nearly enough, as they are going to fall to the Wildcats by a 4-2 score. Shots on goal in that last period. Eagan had 4. Burnsville had 3. So 27-11 shots for the game.
We got to give Burnsville credit. They came back. They had a nice third period. They fought back hard, but the Wildcats really took it to them right from the get-go, and I think just established their presence early on, early and often.
Yep, so Wildcats got a lot to be proud of as the teams shake hands, and we wrap things up here from the Eagan Civic Arena. Well, once again, your final score, the Eagan Wildcats 4, the Burnsville Blaze 2. He's Eric Anderson. I'm Mike Cook on behalf of the entire ETV crew. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next time for JV Hockey on ETV.